Hey guys, Ron Reaper here. So yep, as you can see, cinema. So yep, it's that time again. A quick little cinema trip, and this is a very, very exciting one. About to head in and see Killers of the Flower Moon, the latest film from Martin Scorsese. I'm really, really fucking excited for this. It's Scorsese. You're always in for a good film with him, and yeah, the trailers for this have looked great, great cast. Yeah, this just ought to be like a slam dunk. So without further ado, I'm going to head in, get my snacks, get my seat, and go see Killers of the Flower Moon. So yeah, I've got my popcorn drink here, Taylor Swift combo. No, don't worry, I'm still here for Martin Scorsese's latest epic. So yeah, I'm just back from seeing Killers of the Flower Moon. I've got my little friendship bracelet there. It was with the Taylor Swift combo. Yes, I love my life very much. But yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon. I was fucking hyped for this. It's a new Martin Scorsese film. It's kind of hard not to get excited because the guy just doesn't miss. He has earned the cred to get a blank check for 200 million to put out something like this. Like he has that prestige to his name. He's an absolute bona fide legend, and cinema really won't be the same when he goes. But for now we have Killers of the Flower Moon, his latest epic, with a very interesting piece of real history and a cracking cast list. Which only someone like Scorsese could assemble. But is the film up to his usual standards? Let's find out. So, in the film, the native Osage people of Oklahoma discover oil on their land one day, which ends up making them extremely wealthy. In fact, some of the wealthiest people in the area, per, per capita. However, with this wealth that the oil has given them comes a grave danger when wealthy white men come to the land wanting the oil for themselves, and eventually the Osage people eventually begin to get murdered one by one to so the white folk can get a hold of the oil, and soon the FBI is brought in to investigate these murders. So yeah, look, I'm gonna be, incredibly blunt here. I do not use this term lightly, and it feels almost like redundant to break out at this point, but fuck it. Killers of the Flower Moon is cinema. Yeah, this was an absolutely incredible film, an absolute epic that only Scorsese could pull off. This is an incredibly engrossing, richly crafted mystery that it earns its 3.5 hour runtime. It's very deliberately paced, to get you engrossed in the culture of the Osage, and to really immerse you in this time period, and again the Osage culture. But it never feels 3.5 hours. The pacing is on point. It is it moves it's not a complete slow burn. Yes, it is a deliberately paced film, but it's not an outright chore to get through, and but it doesn't rush through stuff either. It's 3.5 hours. There's plenty to cover and does it in plenty of time. It is consistently engrossing, not just because of how it immerses us in the time period and the culture of the Osage people. It's also through its genuine filmmaking craft. The cinematography is absolutely fantastic. The score from Robbie Robertson, rest in peace, is it very much captures that time period, but again also also capturing those indigenous sounds. It's incredibly unique sound, and it works really well for the film. Like again, paired with the cinematography, which is absolutely stunning, as well as some really strong sound design and some faultless production design. Like it's a period piece. They go all out, but so technic from a technical standpoint, it is fucking perfect. Like, but from a storytelling perspective as well, yeah, it's damn near perfect as well. It's an incredibly richly told story. It very much makes full use of its 3.5 hour runtime. We get a whole complete comprehensive history of the murders, and we're seeing it from both sides. We're seeing the Osage people, their fear, over their own being killed for that oil, but we're also seeing it from the perspective of the rich white people, particularly Ernest Burkhart and William K. Hale. And the characters are very richly developed, so it keeps you engrossed, it keeps you engaged in the stakes throughout. It's an incredibly well told film. Like it's not quite what Oppenheimer was, but that was a full on dialogue heavy drama with really only the most action being the like 10 minutes where the atomic bomb goes off. This is a bit more faster paced than that, because there are like killing sequences spread throughout, but it's not like this fast paced action packed thriller. That gets your pulse racing. It's one that that quietly keeps you on the edge of your seat. As we learn more about the characters and how they may or may not be involved. It's incredibly well told, and it helps as well that we have some absolutely fantastic performances here. Like we've got a potential career best Leonardo DiCaprio. He is incredibly magnetic as Ernest Burkhart. He's a man who he's not necessarily a bad guy, but he is absolutely complicit in what went down, possibly through his own stupidity. We do see him make some very stupid choices in the film, and DiCaprio sells it incredibly well. Not just his complicitness in these crimes, but also in his relationship with his wife Molly, played by Lily Gladstone, and how he's desperately trying to care for her. Yeah, he's fantastic. An absolutely magnetic screen presence. He's matched really well by Robert De Niro. This is probably the best Robert De Niro has been in in quite some time. Not that he's working with an actual auteur like Scorsese. Like, obviously, reteamed with him again fairly recently, a few years ago, for Irishman, and yeah, he's fantastic in that, and he's fantastic here as well. He's this quite quietly authoritative figure who continually like exploits and uses his nephew Ernest. And De Niro, he has the the gravitas, the grit, and just the screen presence to really pull it off. He's incredible. Also, shout out to Lily Gladstone. She might be like a quiet, dominating presence here. She is incredible here. Perfectly selling Molly's increasingly frail state, but also her fear, her anxiety of the Osage people, her people, being killed. Yeah, and she has real chemistry with Leonardo DiCaprio as well. So their relationship is consistently engaging and really believable. And we also have a really strong supporting cast too, including the likes of Jesse Plemons. He always shows up in small roles and he's always very reliable. He's great once again. We also have John Lithgow. Yeah, guy's a legend. What can I say? He's great. And we even have Brendan Fraser. Some incredibly distinctive line delivery. You're either really gonna love his performance or you're gonna find it just really weird and over the top. But yeah, he is a very interesting presence, and he is suitably like larger than life. Like that's what I'll say on the matter. But above all that, above all the technical craftsmanship, the engrossing storytelling, the fantastic performances, like there was a story, deep down about this murder of these indigenous people at the hands of rich white people, trying to get the money for themselves, and yeah, obviously it is meant to make you feel at least a little bit angry, but but it also does a good job of of making you feel even angrier because this is a film about white people murdering indigenous folk and basically not getting very little in the way of repercussions for it. Scorsese takes this idea and absolutely just runs the whole yard with it. He's fantastic. Yeah, he sells it incredibly well. It's an incredibly well directed film. The only thing I really say is, bit of a weird anachronistic choice Scorsese makes, where some scenes have a Taylor Swift soundtrack playing over them. A bit of a weird one, I know, but yeah. Now, all jokes aside, this is an absolutely epic film. It's from a technical perspective, it's perfect. The acting is incredible. The storytelling is consistently rich and engrossing that ensures you never feel the 3.5 hour runtime. Yeah, it's just an incredible film, and it is absolutely going to be in my top three of the year. Yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon, 10 out of 10, earns it. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, have you seen Killers of the Flower Moon? What do you think of it? What's your favourite Scorsese film? What was your favourite performance in the film? And what did you make of Brendan Fraser? Let me know all that down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload.